by the uniformed services is a dramatic and uplifting way to honor the flag on special days such as the retirement of Major Little. Recognizing his 30-plus years of service and contributions to the United States Air Force. During the flag holding ceremony, there will be a reading by Major Little's children, Kimberly and Michael Little. They will be reading Old Glory, written by Senior Master Sergeant Retired Don. Before we begin, Major Little would like you to take notes. The flag being folded today was carried with him on 11 November 2008. His last day of work in the Valley while deployed to Afghanistan. The United States flag was carried through Panjshir, Afghanistan, during a mission to broaden the governance and prosperity of the Afghan people. That all who look upon this flag see a symbol of freedom and honor. The dedicated members of Panjshir Provincial Reconstruction Team and the airmen, soldiers, and civilians serving the people of the United States and the Afghan during the Operation Enduring Freedom.
Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf, and a score of places long forgotten. By all but those who were there with me, I was there.
I led my soldiers, sailors, airmen, and marines. I followed them and watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. But my marines and sailors cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled over in the streets of country that I had helped set free. It does not hurt where I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on. The streets of my own country were anointed by those I have served and valued. It hurts, but I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon. I stand watch from the uncharted near frontiers of space.
I have been silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn in strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-mast to honor my soldiers, my airmen, my sailors, my marines, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter.
I am proud. My name is Port Glory. God, may I live, dear God, and may I live.
displaying the flag and giving it a distinctive fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for freedom, at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict on land and skies around the world. It is their responsibility, our responsibility, to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for freedom, for the freedom we all share, and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one and all. Long may it wave. Airman Basic Little enlists in the U.S. Air Force as a medical laboratory technician. A lot of people in this room are even born yet. Airman. July 1989, Airman Little completes medical laboratory training at Shepherd Air Force Base, Texas, and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. He earns honor graduate from Phase 2. Airman First Class. November 1989, the Berlin Wall collapses 3 months after A1C Little arrives at Wilford Hall Medical Center. Coincidence? I think not. Also, his daughter Kimberly is born March 1990. Senior Airman. September 1989, Senior Airman Little PCSs to Lakenheath and deploys to Camp Pleso, Zagreb, Croatia, October 1993 for 6 months. Senior Airman Little discovers European beer for the very first time. I needed it. Staff Sergeant, July 1995. Staff Sergeant Little PCSs to Probert Field, beginning his rough life of 10 years in Florida. In 1998, he earns AFSOC Clinical Laboratory NCO of the Year. There were only 2 of them in all of AFSOC. His colleague made it to the next year. His son, Michael, was born in December 1998. Tech Sergeant. February 2000, Tech Sergeant Little accepted into the Inter-Service Physician Assistant Program at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and begins training August 2000. 9/11 happens his first week at Eglin Air Force Base for Phase 2 of training. Second Lieutenant. September 2002, Second Lieutenant Little is commissioned and graduates from the PA program. He PCSs to Patrick Air Force Base, Florida, continuing his rough Floridian lifestyle. First Lieutenant. May 2005, First Lieutenant Little completes his master's in Physician Assistant Studies and PCSs to Fairchild Air Force Base, Washington. Captain. January 2008. The Army gets its last laugh, and Captain Little is selected to deploy to Afghanistan outside the wire. He gets to do combat skills training on Fort Bragg, essentially Army basic training. During his deployment, he will earn CGO of the Month for the 455th Air Expeditionary Wing and a Bronze Star. Major. April Fool's Day, 2012, Major Little becomes a field grade officer while stationed in Germany. Also while in Germany, Major Little considers defecting to Bavaria, but has second thoughts. He will eventually PCS to Allison Air Force Base, where he finishes his long, distinguished career, 30 years. Thank you, Vice Medics. Now present his right the flag of our country. Together they will place their flag in the shadow box.